Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally time for Pearl Jam Why Go for, get comfortable, Josh X, Rodrigo Montero, B. Trudge T, Sage Bowman, Bob Green, Connor Mervis, David Antonio Stam, Joe Willard, Umafan, Rodney M. Farner Jr., Sean Decker, Eddie Van Wezel, Dafka H., Cold Fusion, here's a good one, Tobias Giacomuzzi, Roger Veloso, Kabir M., and that's it. So, and for you too. And since I'm reading the phone book, why don't I take just a moment to thank the following people for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club, Sarah Bailey and Kyle Cotton. Sarah and Kyle, thank you so much for having names that are easy to say and for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link, of course, is in the description. All right, here's the situation. If you listen to the album version and then you go watch the Pink Pop performance and then go all the way to 2016 and watch the Philadelphia performance, you will see that there are some things in Why Go that Pearl Jam does different as the years progress. I'm going to show you kind of everything that I cared to find from those three sources, and you can make your own Why Go soup. There are some places that are up to interpretation, and I have some open-ended questions too, but it doesn't really matter if you do within the framework about what to show you about whatever I just meant to say, then you will be playing Why Go. But there is no doubt that the intro, when the guitars crash in after Jeff does his thing, it's all about noisy noise. So make as much noisy noise as you can. Plug your wah pedal in if you have one and just... make as much it's backwards Dave. Make as much nondescript noise with the open strings, the harmonics on the 12th fret, some pick slide, and just make your wah go up and down like a crazy person, to the extent that wahs are people. For the verse, you're going to have to be stoned because Mike does not have a part. Grab the D string 9th fret, 7, 12, 9, do it again, 9, 7, 12, 9. What happens here is great. Your pointer finger's on D9, keep it there, and reach your pinky finger up to G13. Since they put her in this place, right? By some stupid, and when he says the F word, your pinky finger is going to also smash down on B13. This is one of the most dissonant chords in the known universe. This is the best spot in the universe for this most dissonant chord in the universe, the angriest part of one of the angriest songs. And Mommy agrees. And then the guitars get to join Mr. Ament. I'm going to say O instead of open because it's quicker. E string, O, O5, 7, O, O5, 7, D5. That happens 3 times. And the last time, you do your whole thing. But once you get there, we're going to go down on the E string, 7, 5, 3, open, and it's just kind of tacking extra beats onto it. So don't try to count it out. You'll get confused. Kind of just wackily hit all your open strings into the, the down section. We're all good for the second verse except for the addition of that one thing that's something like when he says her to be. It doesn't sound very bendy to me. You could do it G string 2nd fret, pull off to open, and then land on D2, but I just don't hear that bend. It doesn't matter that much because I've never really seen a live version where they've done it. I like G4, D5, A7. It's kind of neat like that. So we encounter our first signature Mike part after the second time this thing happens. And It's going to be grab the B string on the 17th fret. We also want the E string, the tiny E string, ringing out as well. We're going to go 17 on the B string, 15, 12, 10, 12. Into the next chorus. Or is this is the first chorus where guitars are playing, so into the chorus 1.B or something. This is where stuff gets fun. More recently, Stone's part for the chorus is the 12th fret, harmonics, strum away at all the strings like a crazy person. I just love that that's a guitar part for a song. But on the album version, I think I hear some of this chord going on. It's E7 sharp 9. It's the Jimi Hendrix chord. Stone loves this chord. This is not out of the question. A7 with your middle finger, D6 with your pointer finger, G7 with your ring finger, and B8 with your pinky finger. You can switch between the two to cause more chaos. Those things both agree with what Jeff is doing, which is, of course... But nobody that I can detect is playing chords to that effect on the album version. However, Mike does play those power chords more recently. He plays E on the A string 7th fret, power chord, down to B on the E string 7th fret, G on the E string 3rd fret, and up to D on the A string 5th fret. However, the fact is that Jeff does something on the album version that he doesn't do at all recently, and that is, if you're hypothetically playing the power chords during the chorus, your last two power chords before the, which I'll show you in a second, are the first two, E, B. But the problem is, Jeff's last two notes on the album version are not E and B, they are E and C, which don't disagree with any of that messy stuff that's happening in the album version, since no one's playing the power chords. So if you're playing along with the album version and you want to play the power chords, then I would make my last two E and C. That's A7 and A string 3rd fret. So... and that thing is E string 3rd fret, pull off to open, and land on the A string 5th fret. Or... I'm going to stick to Stone's mess. And while we're on the topic, the solo can be backed up by the power chords, just like the chorus, which of course nobody does, because Mike, more recently and always, is busy soloing during that part, and Stone's part remains the same. You can play that E7 sharp 9 and or do the harmonics on the 12th fret. On the album version, I think I heard just this, and then more recently it's just this. So you pick your favorite. And that's it. That was one of those ones that was harder to make sense of than it was to do, because it doesn't make any sense. But either way, thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.